Hello humans and welcome back to the Tao Way. I'm Antonio and I want to start off by saying thank you for all the comments in the previous video of the 5 stages of the muscle up. If you missed that video, you can check it in the description, but I'm going to be listening to those comments and we're going to go through a how to muscle up series. So this will be a 4-part series. We're going to go through 3 of the phases kind of combined together, and then in the 4th part I'm going to show you how you can train for it once you've isolated all the phases. So as you see in the title of this video, we're going to be on developing the false grip for the muscle up. Now I'm going to spread the false grip into 2 different parts. The first part is the straight arm version and the second part is the bent arm version. So the straight arm version is just where we're hanging in the passive hang before we actually pull, and then the bent arm version is when we pull up to the chest. These are the 2 parts we're going to get into today. Okay, so first off, what is the false grip if you don't know? Okay, so this is a regular grip where the grip lays right on here and I can hold, and then the false grip is where the grip will lay right under the pisiform bone, so it would be when I'm here. How to get into the false grip: you're going to come up behind the ring, you're going to grab the ring at the side, and you're going to pull down, and this will get you into the false grip position. It requires a certain amount of wrist mobility, but most people can get into it after a good amount of time. This first part is on the straight arm hang, so I'm going to come in, grab it at the side, I'm going to pull down. Okay, this position will probably be uncomfortable, and what I'm going to start to do first is I'm going to keep my legs on the floor, and I'm just going to go on my toes, and I'm going to slowly come down into where I can go. If this is as far as you can go, that's fine. If you can get all the way down passive, this is good. Once you're down here, I want you to turn out the rings. This is important from a conditioning perspective. And we're going to work on holds in this position. Anywhere from 10 seconds starting out up to 60 seconds would be the goal. And eventually you'll take off those feet and you can hang in the false grip. If this false grip hang is weak, it's going to be very hard to develop the muscle up. So we want to develop this false grip hang. So what you can do is you can do anywhere from 3 up to 5 sets of this false grip hang, anywhere from 10 up to 60 seconds. And you would take maybe a 60 to 120 second rest in between each set. And you want to work up to at least 30 seconds, pushing towards 60 seconds. Once you can get there, then we know that your false grip is conditioned enough to develop the muscle up in a good way. What's going to happen is you're going to end up tearing some skin off here. Don't worry. If you want, you can tape it. If you're a total beast, you don't tape it. You just put more chalk on top of it. It's going to hurt, but it's a necessary part. And then you'll develop a callus on this part, and it shouldn't rip again, or it should rip very, very rarely. Okay, so that was the straight arm version. Now we're going to get into the next stage, the next phase, which is bending the arm. And we're going to do a false grip chin-up up to our chest. Now this can be hard to develop for a lot of people, especially that end range. So one thing we can do is we can start at the top of the false grip chin up, and we can do negatives down as slowly as we can, keeping the false grip into a false grip hang, resting about 10-20 seconds, and then doing another one and accumulating a lot of volume here. Over time, you will get more and more used to that false grip position. You will open up the range in the top position, and you should be able to pull to that top eventually. Now, if you're developing this, you can do anywhere from 10 total reps up to 20 total reps, and resting anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds between reps. You can break it into sets if you need to, and get total volume until you can do this pretty easily, pretty consistently. Some people can skip this step and they can go directly to this next step, which is from that passive false grip hang. We're going to pull up, and as we pull up, we're going to turn the rings towards us, and we're going to try to hit our fingers to our chest. We don't want to come straight down with a pronated grip. We don't want to come with our arms out. We want to turn in and supinate them to touch here. The reason is when we do the transition for the muscle up, it's very important that we're here. If we are here, it's very difficult to transition into the top position. Now we want to do a little bit more volume than in the previous negative, so we'd want to get anywhere from 15 up to 25 total reps. Now if you can't do 2 reps in a row, you can cluster rep it. A cluster rep is just where you take 10 to 30 seconds in between each rep to kind of get your breath back and then get back on. So I would recommend anywhere from 2 reps up to 5 reps per set. You can cluster rep those sets if you need to, and you would do anywhere from 4 up to 7, 6 sets, something like that. Now the higher you can pull this bent arm false grip chin up, the easier your transition is going to be. The lower you pull it, the more difficult that transition is going to be. So if I pull up to here, I'm going to have to use that much more range to get back up to the muscle up in the bottom of the dip. But if I pull to here, I can kind of just twist over and it's very easy. So when you're working on the false grip chin up, try to increase that range of motion as much as you can. Don't go for the muscle up. We're doing the bottom position. If you go for the muscle up every time, it's a waste of time. We want to build up to anywhere from 3 up to 5 reps in one set. Then once you're there, in next week's video, you will see the transition, and then next week's video, we'll get into the ending position, which is that top position. So that is how to develop the false grip. So next week, as I said, we're going to get into the transition phase, which is where a lot of people have trouble. So remember to subscribe to be on that video right when it comes out. And comment if you have any questions or concerns or anything that you're struggling with the muscle up itself. I will see you in next week's video, and that's the session.